have another Am I the A-hole story for you, so let's get into it. Take it away, Oswald.
Okay, am I the a-hole for deleting my cousin's wedding pictures that I wasn't paid for?
I don't know. You tell me.
My younger cousin's wedding was last December, and she asked me to be the photographer for the wedding. I'm a semi-professional photographer.
It's an honest living.
She told me what types of photos she wanted, and I gave her a quote of just under $1,000. Wedding happens. I take the pictures, I edit them, then wait for payment, which we agreed I'd get in full after the wedding, before sending any pictures. However, suddenly she didn't have any money and wanted to set up a payment plan to pay it off in 8 months, and still get the pictures now.
Come on, really?
It's not that I don't trust her, but once you start opening such doors, you'll find it hard to close them. So I told her we could do the payment plan, but the photos will only be released when the full amount is paid. Didn't even add interest.
That seems fair.
She didn't respond. February rolls in, and she asks to at least see samples to confirm that they were worth the price. I sent 4 pictures, and she says she'll show them to her husband and get back to me.
Right.
Cue silence for a week or two until I asked for an update, and she responded saying she's still discussing it with him. I told her this was getting long and she might just start paying now, and she ignored me again.
She don't like to pay.
So I'd saved the photos on my roommate's flash drive temporarily while I was waiting on an actual hard drive. June came around and he texted me while I was at work saying he needed to use it and took it from my room, but saw that there were still files on it. He couldn't move it to his laptop because it didn't have space, thus him needing the flash. So he was asking if he could delete the files.
Sure.
I said fine, and he deleted them. I still had about 20 of the photos saved on my phone from when I was choosing/sending the samples, so I just explained the situation in a message to her and sent the existing photos free of charge.
And you can't ask for more than that.
That was last month, and I'm still getting flamed for this. She's been slandering me online, and it's quite literally created a division between our families, and to the point that our mums don't talk now. I obviously feel bad, but also feel like given the circumstances, I wasn't really in the wrong, though still acknowledge that it's obviously very crappy for her that I would have wished to avoid. What do you guys think? Am I the a-hole?
That is a very good question.
I was kind of thinking in the beginning, not so much an a-hole, but maybe a little bit wrong. I mean, I know the cousin did know what the price was before. Maybe something came up, she couldn't pay for it. I feel like OP has waited long enough, and he did actually end up sending, or she, I actually don't know if it's a he or she, did end up sending the pictures to the cousin free of charge, about 20 pictures. So I don't really know what it is that she's so upset over. She ended up getting about 20 pictures free of charge. She never paid for anything anyway. So why upset to the point of families no longer speak to each other?
So initially when I just read the headline, I was going to say, maybe, but now after getting the full details, it was quoted at $1,000, and he gave 20 photos for free, so she got a really good deal. Plus she was, really beating around the bush, and it didn't seem like she was going to pay.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I know that wasn't what they originally planned on, but she also didn't pay for the photos. So they'd originally agreed on $1,000 for however many photos OP had taken. She never paid the $1,000 and ended up with 20 photos for free anyway. So not sure why it's causing such a big deal with the families. All right, so this commenter says, not the a-hole. I'm really not understanding votes otherwise at this time. Your cousin contracted you for a service with payment agreed. She failed to pay. At no point were those photos ever her property, as she never completed the transaction and attempted to skirt by without ever doing so. Yes, there's an added layer because she's your cousin, but regardless of that, you made a call about your property. This had gone on longer than any store would hold shoes on layaway. She doesn't get to treat you like a business vendor and then shuffle you around because you're family after the fact. I hope you learned never to do business for or with family again. ETA, y'all need to stop talking about the drive. It's a red herring. Most wedding photographers don't hold on to pics. If they know they're not getting paid for longer than a few months. The cousin broke the contract first. OP was not honor bound to hold on to any IP after that. Yeah, I agree. I mean, they had a business transaction. She broke the transaction. OP is not under any obligation to fulfill his or her end of the contract.
I agree. Initially, I was thinking, before I read the whole story, that why didn't the photographer just keep it back up? But if it wasn't her cousin and it was just anybody else, they would have deleted all the photos.
Right.
Definitely the OP is not an a-hole for deleting the pictures.
Yeah, absolutely. She actually ended up making out in the end because she ended up with 20 photos for free. So our Jaded Penguin's conclusion, not the a-hole.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Please like this video and subscribe to our channel and kindly hit that notification bell. And we'll catch you next time.